Suddenly, a mysterious man lifts his legs high, looking at the hot oil pan in front of you. At first, he thought it was a colleague's prank. Unexpectedly, the mysterious person is holding it higher and higher. The angry man kept cursing. This completely angered the mysterious man. He stepped directly on the stool, stand the man's body upside down, causing men to lose their balance. Rub your hands back and forth on the edge of the oil pan. Although he kept begging for mercy, but the mysterious man didn't stop there. Finally, the man was exhausted. I fell headfirst into a hot pan of oil. In just a few seconds, there was no movement at all. Men are fried like this. Even the children next door are crying. The mysterious man wrapped the body in a plastic bag, then throw it in the garbage disposal, then press the button to destroy the man. The cause of this tragedy, it was only because someone stole a piece of ice. Cream Chubby is recognized as a bad student in school. I like to tease my classmates when I have nothing to do. The instructor was very displeased with his behavior, so he said a few words of reprimand. The angry Chubby directly overturned the food. The instructor felt humiliated. He was there in front of everybody, forcing Xiaopeng to finish the food. Fortunately, the physical education teacher stopped all this in time, but Xiaopeng did not restrain himself because of this. Before leaving, he deliberately pulled off the pigtails of his desk mate. Result next second. He was kicked over by his classmate, the black girl. The black girl laughed at him and only bullied people. Xiaopeng was suddenly furious. He threw food on the black girl. If it weren't for the instructor still in the dining room, the black girl designated to remove one of his arms. Then Xiaopeng came to the kitchen. He wanted to fill his stomach with an ice cream. Unexpectedly, it was discovered by the chef. The chef picked up the egg and smashed it at Xiaopeng and yelled at him to get out. But Xiaopeng is not a fuel-efficient lamp. Pick up a pan on the table and throw it at each other. The noise in the kitchen alerted the principal. It's this guy who likes to make trouble again. The principal couldn't help but scold him. Fatty left screaming to kill everyone. That night, the chef was stuffed into a frying pan by a mysterious man. One day, two classmates hid and smoked, but just happened to be seen by the little fat passing by. The two of them quickly hid their cigarettes. But Xiaopeng said he wanted to try it too. As a result, I coughed instantaneously after one bite. It turned out that they added beef flour to the cigarettes in advance. The purpose is to play with the little fat. Little did they know that this move would bring them murderous fire. The boy is tied to a stool by a mysterious man while he is asleep, and I put a hose in his mouth. The other end is attached to a gasoline drum. Wait for all the gasoline to be filled into the body. The mysterious man unhurriedly pulled out the hose and taped the boy's mouth. Finally, plug in a cigarette and light it up. He shook his head frantically, trying to shake the butt off. In the next second, the accident still happened. The boy was burned on the spot like this, talking, and the cause of this tragedy. Just because he was playing with his classmates, little fat in class, when the police arrived at the scene. Only burnt stools and gasoline cans were found. They also found a bag of facial masks next to the body. The principal is afraid that this will affect the fertility of the school. Lied that the boy was smoking too much, causing hallucinations. He accidentally burned himself to death, since the police couldn't find any other clues. And so the case fell apart. A few days later, the school hosted a live PUBG. Because Xiaopeng often bullies classmates, so no one wants to team up with him. Under the constant siege of the crowd, Chubby only runs away. Finally, he was surrounded by his classmates. He was also hit lightly. He goes with chopsticks one piece at a time, mused the blonde girl. But the instructor mistakenly thought he was going to cause trouble. Not only did they scold him, and pushed him into the pool next to it. Everyone is laughing like crazy. Only the life teacher offered to help him. At the school sorority at night, the bored Chubby started bullying his classmates again. The black girl really can't stand it anymore, so he took action and taught him a lesson. Principal. When has the domineering little fat ever been insulted like this? He directly poured the coffee on the black girl. He kept spitting fragrance at the mouth after he was done. As a result, he was caught by the principal who arrived. The principal scolded him without saying a word. In the laughter of the crowd, little Chubby walked out of the room in disappointment. Just happened to meet the Muse blonde girl. The blonde girl said she would take her to a play. This made Chubby very happy. Then the two went to the backstage dressing room. Unexpectedly, the blonde girl disappeared as soon as she entered the house. Xiaopeng was also suddenly attacked. Original. This is a trap set by the blonde girl and her classmates. They not only beat up the little fat, even his clothes were stripped off. With the spotlight on, little Chubby appeared naked in the dance like this, and they burst out laughing. The black girl on the other side is reading in the dormitory, but I don't know that the mysterious person is hiding on the beam. Suddenly a breeze blows. Only then did the black girl realize that the bedboard was covered with steel nails. The next second, the mysterious man jumped down. Directly send the black girl who is too late to react to the northwest. At the same time, the instructor is getting ready to go on a date with his girlfriend in the woods. Little did they know that the mysterious man had already targeted them. The man urinated alone in the woods. Suddenly, a rope caught him. I haven't waited for him to react yet. The whole person was tied to the tree. Then a fishing line slowly fell, just right on his good brother. The other end is tied to his girlfriend's car. Hear a man's cry. The girlfriend who arrived upon hearing the news was terrified by the scene. He doesn't care about his boyfriend's life or death. Turned around and ran towards his car. Then he kicked the accelerator and fled quickly. As the line tightens, the man's good brother was directly broken into two sections. The unsuspecting girlfriend just wants to run away. I didn't notice that there was a steel wire across the road ahead. By the time he realized it, it was too late. I saw his head wrapped in a wire. The car lost control and crashed into a tree. Girlfriend also received a box lunch on the spot. The blonde girl who heard the movement came out to check. Soon found the dying instructor. He was so scared that he ran away. As a result, he was caught by a mysterious person hiding nearby. When the blonde girl wakes up, I found myself with a rope around my neck. The other end is tied to the basketball hoop. As the mysterious man activates the switch, the rope starts to tighten slowly. The blonde girl was soon dropped in midair. He was about to suffocate. Classmate A. Wei suddenly barged in. The mysterious man saw this and left quickly. Wei and the police successfully rescued Xiao Mei. Due to the recent, very dark victims have played with Chubby. Therefore, they suspected that Xiao Pang was the mysterious person. Ah Wei found him with a hammer. But Xiao Pang himself is also very wronged. Hugged his thigh and cried. But Ah Wei has already determined that Xiao Pang is the murderer. So I cried and ate a hammer without saying a word. Even so, he was still angry. Raised the hammer again and smashed it hard. The appearance of the mysterious man stopped it all. The crowd followed the sound and came to the woods. Found the dying Chubby. Follow the direction of the little fat finger. They saw Wei's body. And the mysterious man finally appeared. It turned out that he was the only life teacher who helped Xiaopeng. When he was in school, he was the same as Xiaopeng, isolated for bullying classmates. He saw his own shadow in Chubby. That's why he will help Xiaopeng. It's just that his approach is too extreme. Will eventually be punished by law. So that's it for today.